step. Finally, the letter A stands for answering the questions. This is the last step in the strategies, but of course, it's the most important step because all things you have done before, from reading, scanning, reading, or the end to answer the questions. And in this step, it's time for you to write your answers on the papers and then check all of them again. Let's answer the questions. Did you make any mistake? Or did you finish all the questions? If the answer is for you and at least you are mixed in your opinions, at that time you can hand your test in. In general, I think that these strategies is very easy to remember. The PSRA strategies: P for predicting, S for scanning, R for reading, and A for answering the questions. Finally, I hope that after listening my presentations, you will get the new ways to do your slot reading comprehension test on the international tests such as TOEIC or TOEFL. I believe that you will be successful in making your reading score higher and higher. Thanks for your attention.
I'm really interested in your performance. Suppose you are really interested in reading comprehension skill and you are so good at reading comprehension skill. What do you think can reading comprehension skill help the other skill or to improve the other skill in learning a foreign language?
Yeah, thank you for my questions. I think that's when we learn English or the other language, it's always have the connections between four skills: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. In this step, when you learn and practice this skill, reading comprehension, you will have chance to guess the meaning of the new word, and at that time you are improving your vocabulary, and at that time you can have more vocabulary to practice your speaking. And when you read the passage, you would have to think about it, and it can help you to read and to find out the new words and lots of other things to improve your listening skill also. It means that when you learn the word, you will have chance to learn the other skill. That's all.
I'm sure that what you have presented is really useful for those who want to learn how to read effectively. So, what's your definition of a good reader? What's a good reader?
Yeah, thanks for your questions. It's very interesting questions. To be a good reader, of course, all of us learner in English, not only in English but in other language, want to be a good student. Because the level of the reading test it become higher and higher every day when we learn. So we always want to become a good reader. And I think that if you become a good reader, means that you can do all the questions in a limited amount of time and the more effectively as you can. You can answer it, and after that you will feel satisfied and believe that all things you have done is well, and you feel that satisfied with yourself, with your skill you have done in your reading test. And I think that's the most important thing with the good readers. Definitely.
So we will start immediately. Good luck to you.
Hello everybody. Today I have a real story about a young woman. She's one of the prisoners of prejudice, and I want to tell you this story. This woman is 33 years old. She's beautiful, sensitive, intelligent, and she's hardworking. She lives not too far from my house. She got married a long time ago, but she and her husband didn't live with each other. Right after she knew that he's a drug addict, and then she found a job. She raised her son on her own, but unfortunately, 2 years ago, her husband died of HIV/AIDS. And then people think that she and her son were infected with HIV too. And then people started staring at her with their curious eyes. She and her son became the hot topic for the people to talk about. And the fact that she will contracted it or not, nobody cares. They just turn away from her, and she's now living just like a shadow. And her son often played alone because no friend dared to play with him. Do you think she deserves anything of it just because what her husband had done? I think maybe it's hard for her and her son to come back to community when people have considerable prejudice against HIV/AIDS patients. And do you know there are 40 millions of people are living with HIV throughout the world, and that number increases every day, every minute. In my point of view, I think that with everything we learn at school, university, and with the information we get from the internet, radio, TV, and newspaper, we definitely can help people who contracted HIV/AIDS without being infected. So just change the attitude and to help stop the spread of HIV/AIDS and to put an end to prejudice. Just do the right thing. Come out when you hear people exhibiting their prejudice against HIV/AIDS patients, and just tell them that even if they are not infected with HIV themselves, but they may love someone who is, they may have lost someone they love to AIDS, and that would help people see that if they have prejudice against HIV/AIDS patients somewhere out there, we are here. We're ready to talk about it right now and right in front of them. And usually prejudice is beyond fear, and fear is beyond lack of knowledge. So education is a weapon to help fight against HIV/AIDS. Just educate yourself and share with your friend about HIV transmission, and tell them about how it's like to live with HIV every day, and how prejudice had damaged their life. Just have the victim of HIV/AIDS see that we love them, and nothing in this world can stop us living with each other happy forever. Thank you.
Câu hỏi nữa.
Thank you for your brilliant performance. You know that prejudice is often unfair. Is it right? Yeah.
Yes.
Could you tell us some more kinds of prejudice you know in life?
Yes, near my house. Yes.
Some more kinds of prejudice.
Yeah,
Okay?
let me. Prejudice against prisoners, against homosexual. Yes, and about some kind of student that wear or act strange from others. Yes. And I think a lot of kind of prejudice.
Yeah, we all know that HIV/AIDS is very dangerous to our society. So what slogan you want to talk to your friend if you think that they have to stay away from HIV/AIDS and drug addiction?
Slogan. Yes, I think that we need to do more to eliminate the social prejudice in the fight against HIV/AIDS. And maybe the slogan, I want to tell them that do the right thing. Yes, do the right thing.
Yes, thank you.